Okay, hello everyone. This is Vicky Verley, and what I've got here is a gig bag. And I'm sure many people out there have these things around. This one's been in the basement. I'm going to come in a little closer here so you can see a little better. But I'm going to have to be using it again, and I got it up out of the basement, and it is just a mess. Well, look at the outside is just filthy dirty. I'm sure, I don't know if you can see, but it really is pretty dirty, and the inside has some pet hair and stuff on it. So there's not a lot of information about how to clean these things. So I'm going to kind of wing it. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the inside of it out, get rid of all this pet hair. That's all that's on the inside. There's no dirt or anything, and this is like that soft foam stuff. So what I'm going to try to do with this is just use a vacuum. But first I'm going to deodorize it. Now you could just use regular old baking soda, sprinkle in there, and then vacuum. But I have this stuff because I have pets, this carpet fresh sort of stuff, you know. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that in there, and I'm hoping that's going to absorb, because it smells bad too. It smells as bad as it looks. So I'm going to let that set for a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go after it with the hose of the vacuum with the brush attachment. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to tackle this outside of the case also. Okay, I'm back, and I did the vacuum. The brush was a bad idea. It was just pushing the that powder stuff deeper into the. That was not a good idea. I had to take that off and use a straight hose. So now it's still got some light hair on there, and it does smell a little better. So what I'm going to do, I don't have one of those brushes, old-fashioned masking tape. Take some masking tape, and you want sticky side out, and you can like make a circle like so, sticky side out, and then you can just go along with masking tape and you know, oops, I lost it, and pull up those hairs that the vacuum didn't get. So I'm going to go through now and really do that, and this is going to take a while. Then we're going to move on to the outside for sure. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back, and after many tedious times, I think I got almost all the hairs out. So let's get on to doing the outside of the case. So I'm going to close this up. It even looks like it's a dog footprint. I think the dogs were walking on this down the basement. But I'm going to zip it up. You know, I was reading online and people are like, oh, well, we throw them in the washing machine and that. But they were actually advising against it, saying that it came out clean, but it kind of tore it up. Well, this thing, you know, it's, I don't know, what, 4 feet wide or something? You know, this isn't going to even fit, even in like an industrial, you know, laundromat giant washing machine. So that's not an option. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to my first step, I'm going to just try something really mild here. I just used like ordinary, you know, dish soap with some water in a bucket. I've got my bucket water over here. And I was going to use a right big scrub brush on it. But then I found this thing, which I think I originally used this for dishes or something. But it's, you know, pretty beat up. But the reason I'm going to try this is because it kind of has sort of softer bristles. Okay, so I'm going to just get a little bit of soapy water with a rag. I don't think we should really like drench it in the rag, or drench it in water rather. And let's just start on this spot here. So I'm going to wipe it down with some, like get it sort of dampened first. Then I'm going to come back with this thing. So this is going to be my first step. I'm going to go and do the whole thing, and then of course it's got to dry, because it looks clean now, but I've experienced this with amps. Yeah, it looks clean, then it dries and it's still kind of nasty. So I'm going to go ahead and do this over the whole case. And then if this doesn't work, I think I might move on to like some carpet cleaning foam or something next. But let's try this first. Let's try the mild soap, dampen rag first, brush over with soft bristles after. And we'll see. Hopefully this is the ticket. So let's give it a shot, and we'll be back to see the results. Oops. Okay, I'm back, and now it looks like brand new and everything, but it is still wet. What I ended up doing when I really got in here and started looking at these, there's ridges in this material, almost like, you know, corduroys have ridges, but it's very much smaller. So I took that brush thing, and I was kind of trying to go along those ridges and really get in those ridges. So it looks really nice now, practically brand new, but it's wet. So we're going to let it dry. That's going to take probably a good day or so, and hopefully that's it, and we won't have to take it any farther. So I'll be back to show you it dried one way or the other. Okay, so it's been several hours and the case is dry, and it really is, it's clean. So I think the key was to get down in those grooves. This is just some kind of white paint or something that's on there, but it's dry, and it did maintain its clean. There are tiny grooves in here, just like in corduroy, you know, like that. And I got in there with that scrubber. I followed along with, got in between the grooves and went with the pattern of the grooves, and it really did work. So just a little mild dish soap, and the smell is gone too. So I don't know if it was just because there was surface dirt that smelled, or you know, dog hair or whatever it was, or if it was the carpet fresh stuff that I used in the beginning, or with the vacuum. But you know, it turned out pretty good. It looks much better, a marked improvement from where we started. And I hope I've helped you out, and I'll talk to you next time.